Welcome to online classes English Grammar Auxiliary Verbs. Auxiliary verbs are supporting verbs or helping verbs. Auxiliary verbs are used as helping verbs along with other main verbs. Auxiliary verbs help to form sentences in different tenses, questions, negative sentences and passive voice sentences. മെയിൻ വേർബ്സിനെ സഹായിക്കുന്ന വേർബ്സ് ആണ് ഓക്സിലറി വേർബ്സ്. മറ്റ് വെർബുകളെ സഹായിക്കുവാനാണ് ഓക്സിലറി വേർബ്സ് ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നത്. വ്യത്യസ്ത ടെൻസുകളിൽ വാക്യങ്ങളും ചോദ്യങ്ങളും നെഗറ്റീവ് സെന്റൻസും പാസീവ് വോയിസ് സെന്റൻസസും രൂപീകരിക്കുവാൻ ഓക്സിലറി വേർബ്സ് ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നു. ഓക്സിലറി വേർബ്സുകളെ സഹായക ക്രിയകൾ എന്നും പറയാറുണ്ട്. There are three types of auxiliary verbs: main auxiliary verbs, modal auxiliary verbs, and semi-modal auxiliary verbs. Main auxiliary verbs. Some verbs can be used as main verbs as well as supporting verbs. These verbs are called main auxiliary verbs. ചില വെർബുകൾ ഹെൽപ്പിംഗ് വെർബ്സ് ആയും മെയിൻ വെർബ്സ് ആയും ഉപയോഗിക്കാം. ഈ വെർബുകളെ മെയിൻ ഓക്സിലറി വെർബ്സ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നു. There are three main auxiliary verbs. They are be, do and have. Modal auxiliary verbs. Some verbs can be used only as supporting verbs. They cannot be used as main verbs. These verbs are called modal auxiliary verbs. ചില വെർബുകൾ ഹെൽപ്പിംഗ് വെർബ്സ് ആയി മാത്രമേ ഉപയോഗിക്കുവാൻ കഴിയൂ. ഈ വെർബുകളെ മോഡൽ ഓക്സിലറി വെർബ്സ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നു. വിൽ, വുഡ്, ഷാൽ, ഷുഡ്, മേ, മൈറ്റ്, can, could, must, ought to and used to are modal auxiliary verbs. These verbs have only one form. These verbs can be used with singular and plural subjects. Modal auxiliary verbsന് ഒരു ഫോമേ ഉള്ളൂ. ഈ വെർബുകൾ എല്ലാ സബ്ജക്ട്സിന്റെയും കൂടെ ഉപയോഗിക്കാം. സെമി മോഡൽ verbs. Need and dare are semi-modal verbs. These verbs do have singular forms, but sometimes base verbs can be used with singular subjects also. നീഡും ഡയറും സെമി-മോഡൽ verbs ആണ്. ഈ വെർബുകൾക്ക് സിംഗുലർ ഫോം ഉണ്ട്. എന്നാൽ ചില സന്ദർഭങ്ങളിൽ ബേസ് വെർബ്സും സിംഗുലർ സബ്ജക്ട്സിന്റെ കൂടെ ഉപയോഗിക്കാം. He needs money. She need not pay the fine. Be as a supporting verb. They will be working. A house will be constructed. That can be done. This cannot be done. It may be done. That must be done. That should be done. That has to be done. Is, are and am as supporting verbs. He is reading. She is playing. Raju is walking. They are going to school. A house is constructed. A house is being constructed. Buildings are constructed by him. Houses are being repaired. Was and were as supporting verbs. Rani was studying. I was reading. They were playing. A house was constructed. A house was being constructed. Houses were constructed. Houses were being constructed. Being as a supporting verb. He has been working. I have been working. A house has been constructed by me. Many houses have been constructed by them. I had been working. A house had been constructed by him. A house will have been constructed by me. Being as a supporting verb. A house is being constructed. Houses are being constructed. A house was being constructed. Houses were being constructed. Do, does and did as supporting verbs. Do, did and does are used to form questions. Do they go to temple? Does Ramu know chess? Don't they work? Doesn't he go to school? Did he complete his work? Didn't you play? Do not, does not and did not are used to form negative sentences. I do not work. She does not cook food. I did not go to school yesterday. He did not play cricket last Sunday. They did not go to church last Sunday. She did not prepare lunch yesterday. Have, has and had as supporting verbs. I have read Ramayana. I have been reading. He will have completed his work. He will have been staying here for 5 years. He has visited Delhi. He has been working since morning. He had worked for railways. I had been working for many years. A house has been constructed. Many houses have been constructed. Many houses had been constructed. A house will have been constructed. Will and would. Will and would are modal auxiliary verbs. Modal auxiliary verbs can be used only as helping verbs. These verbs cannot be used as main verbs. I will play, he will play, they will play. Will you lend me 100 rupees? Would you lend me 100 rupees? Shall, should and must. Shall, should and must are modal auxiliary verbs. Modal auxiliary verbs can be used only as helping verbs. These verbs cannot be used as main verbs. Shall I go? Shall I help you? What shall I say? Shall I carry your bag? Shall we have dinner? We should love our parents. We should obey our teachers. You should study well. She should help her mother. She should not play with fire. He should pay the bill. He should not pay the bill. Should he pay the bill? Should she help her mother? They must follow the rules. She must help her mother. May and might. May and might are modal auxiliary verbs. Modal auxiliary verbs can be used only as helping verbs. These verbs cannot be used as main verbs. May is formal, shall and can are informal, might is less certain than may. May I go? You may go. May I come in? May I ask you a question? She may help her mother. It may rain. It might rain tomorrow. She may come. She might come. Can and could. Can and could are modal auxiliary verbs. Modal auxiliary verbs can be used only as helping verbs. These verbs cannot be used as main verbs. Could is more polite than can. Can I go home? You can go home. Can I play? Can I come with you? It can happen. He can walk 10 kilometers. They can dance. She can help her mother. Can you lend me your watch? Could you lend me your watch? Ought to. Ought to means have to. You ought to respect your parents. Means you have to respect your parents. He ought to do more practice. Means he has to do more practice. We ought to eat a lot of fruit. You ought to have locked the door. Used to tell past habits. Used to is used to tell past habits. But we do not use used to for present habits. Simple present tense is used to tell present habits. He used to play cricket. He used to go to gyms when he was in Coimbatore. He used to walk in the morning. He used to have showers before going to bed. He used to have a glass of water in the morning. Semi-modal verb need. I need a job. He needs money. They need help. Who needs it? What do you need? What does he need? She is in need of help. He doesn't need to work. I don't need money now. She doesn't need to spend so much money on medicines. He doesn't need to work so late. You need not go. You need not spend more money. She need not help her mother. He need not pay the bill. He need not work. She need not stay here. Semi-modal verb dare. He didn't dare speak. Do you dare to speak to him? How dare you talk like that? He won't dare to do that again. No one dares to go there. He dared not to speak. He dares not to speak. She dared to ask a question. Thanks very much for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. For more similar videos, you can visit my YouTube channel. PDF files of these lessons are available in the folder English. The link has been shared in the description below. For any doubts and clarifications, you can contact me on my number. Thank you.